Denise here with Cooking in Bloom, and I have a treat for you today. We are at the Bramble market, and I am going to make you a sofrito over pasta. And today, all of the ingredients that I'm using, I got right here at the market. So come on with me and let's have some fun. Now, a sofrito is actually something that is used in a lot of Spanish and Italian cooking. And it just means 3 vegetables, your 3 typically more aromatic vegetables. And that would be onion, sometimes celery, and tomato. Today I've got 4 different ingredients. I've got peppers, I have tomatoes, and I have onions and some pasta, and that's it. So what I've done here is I've cut the pepper in half, and it exposes that inner part that has the seed. And so what you do is you just simply pull that out. I've got a garbage bowl here, so I'll put everything in the garbage. I'm going to do that to all of these. Really simple. And this is just an easy way to clean these peppers. Okay, now I'm going to chop our pepper into little strips. Okay, and you want to use a good chef's knife for this, keeping your fingers away from the knife. All right, and now I'm just going to give this a nice dice. And you don't have to go fast. You can go real slow. All right. And it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. No perfection here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in our bowl. These are full of vitamin C and wonderful antioxidants for your body. So that's why we're going to use these peppers today. And now I've got a traditional yellow onion. And I'll start the dice with that. All right, what I like to do with the onion is just kind of score it here to get that membrane off. And it's just like that. I love vegetables like onion that actually has its own packaging, its own protectant. And the skin protects the vegetable from bugs and dirt that could get inside to this beautiful flesh. But this is what we use for our cooking. All right, now if onion makes you cry like it does me, it's a good idea to try to keep the onion as intact as possible and cut it quickly, or run it under some cold water, and that helps with some of those volatiles that get into the air and make your eyes water. And there you have it. Now I'm going to put all of this in my little garbage bowl. It's a good idea to kind of keep things nice and tidy when you're cooking. And that way, you know where everything is, and it makes cleanup a cinch. All right, so we have our peppers, we have our onion, and now these beautiful tomatoes, I'm going to dice those as well. So you want to remove the core. And you can use a paring knife to remove the core. There we go. I'm going to cut this tomato in half, like so. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you lay the tomato down where you've got the most surface area. So where I cut the tomato here, lay it down that way so that you don't slip around as much. See, if you laid it this way, you'd sort of rock back and forth like this. So lay it face down like so. And then make your slices like so. Okay, again, being mindful of your fingers. And you want to make sure that you have a sharp knife, because if you have a dull knife, you could actually cut yourself. So you want to make sure you've got a nice quality knife. And now for younger children, I recommend something like this, where this won't cut the flesh. And this is, a little bit more difficult to cut tomato in particular, but it helps alleviate that fear that you might cut yourself. All right, so now we have our 3 vegetables. We have onion, we have green and yellow pepper, and we have our red tomato. And now we're gonna saute our sofrito. I'm gonna spray this pan with a little bit of olive oil. If you don't have the spray, that's okay. Just about a tablespoon of olive oil to coat the pan. Cook it until it's translucent. What that looks like is when the onion, see how it's getting a little bit translucent. It's losing some of its color. And that's what they mean by that. So we're gonna go ahead and add the pepper. And we're gonna cook that pepper. Now the pepper is going to take quite a bit longer to soften up than the onion. But look how beautiful those colors are. It's so important when we think about nutrition you've probably heard this before, maybe at school, to eat the colors of the rainbow, okay? And what is meant by that is all of the different vitamins and minerals that you get when you've got a rainbow of colors on your plate. Now watch this. I've got an amazing rainbow of colors with this sofrito. So what I want you to notice is we've got onion, which is kind of white in color. We've got green and yellow pepper. Those are cooking. And now watch this. We're gonna add the tomato. And look how beautiful this is going to be. Wow. Look at that. Now that tomato is going to cook down, and all of these vegetables are going to release some water, okay? And it's going to make a really nice sauce. You can add a little bit of thyme, a little bit of basil to this, and just a little bit of salt. And now I'm going to add some pepper, fresh ground pepper. It's always really good to season things well to get the most flavor. And salt and pepper and the thyme and rosemary just enhances the flavor of this sofrito. All right, you guys. So with the sofrito is done, it looks beautiful, it smells absolutely delicious. So now I've got this beautiful pasta, and it's this gorgeous garlic linguine. So let me plate that, and I've already cooked that off. Oh, and I love long pasta. Woo! And now we're gonna add this beautiful sofrito. All right, just add a little bit. Gorgeous. And what I love to add on top, instead of a bunch of salt, is some lemon zest. Oh, I love lemon zest. Love it, love it. It smells so good. There we go. And you know what? I've just got a little bit of parsley here. And I'm gonna add that for garnish. Let me add a little bit more. And so here we have it. It smells so good. Sofrito alla pasta.